This is the opening match of the third episode of New Gen, and freaking is going to be featuring two debuting talent on this freaking show. And the first one to come out is freaking Rorschach. And if you don't remember who Rorschach is, he's a character from the Watchmen franchise, and he's also a pretty well-known freaking dude, freaking from the Magnation back in the day, even though he didn't really do shit. Yeah, Rorschach's making his debut, and he's going to be wrestling on New Gen now. And his opponent, well, freaking if you watch TAW, then you know who his opponent's going to be, because he teams with Venom a lot. And I believe he was a former hardcore champion. I can't remember. And don't ask me why I gave him this entrance. I thought it would be cool. Rorschach's opponent is freaking the symbiote Carnage! And yes, freaking I know it's kind of silly that I gave him the freaking Brood entrance, but you know. I thought it was cool! Fourth wall break. But this is Carnage's first match as well. And freaking both these guys are hoping to make a pretty good impression. First impression, I mean. And I thought I did a pretty good job making this Carnage, because all things considered, considering the fact trying to do the whole thing with his face was a pain in the rear end, but you know. And also, I apologize for any background noise you hear. The 360's freaking having some problems today, and freaking the cats are going crazy. And like I said, this is the opening episode of freaking opening match in New Gen. And both these guys are new talent, freaking the roster, and freaking they're hoping to make a good first impression. And let's get this match underway. And Rorschach with the opening punch, but Carnage blocks it and to an armbar and flips him over. Elbow to the back of the head. And Rorschach shoves him off. And power slam by Carnage. And Carnage whips him in the ropes. And multiple clotheslines by freaking Carnage. And Rorschach blocked the punch there. And go behind. Flips him over. And Carnage with a suplex to Rorschach. Punch in the face. Multiple punches by Carnage, but Rorschach blocked and missed the kick there and headlock. And Rorschach body slams freaking Carnage. And now Colin elbow tie up. Sean McCarty's happy somewhere. Punch the face. And Carnage with a headlock. Elbow to the face. And Rorschach blocked the puncher. Another headlock. And Rorschach whips Carnage into the corner. And missed the freaking forearm there. And Carnage freaking forearm and then an armbar. Flips him over again. Elbow to the back of the head again. And Rorschach with a rake to the eyes and he missed the kick there. Drop kick by Carnage. Missed the kick there. And more punches by Carnage in the chop. Then a go behind again. Elbow to the face by Rorschach and headlock. And Carnage reversed it and kind of got the knee drop there. An elbow drop to the back. And Carnage picks him up. And DDT by Carnage. And Rorschach punches Carnage off. And Carnage blocks the kick there into a dragon screw. And just slamming his head against the ring now. Now what's Carnage doing? Into a flatliner. Now Carnage dragging Rorschach from the ropes. Going for cover. 1, 2, and Rorschach kicks out. Headlock by Carnage. Big boot by Carnage. Another elbow drop to the back. Rorschach got back up, and now it's just into an armbar. And Carnage whips him. Oh, no, and Rorschach reverses into a chin breaker. And German suplex by Carnage to Rorschach. Another elbow drop to the back. And Rorschach blocked the punch here. Headlock. What the freaking just slams it right down. Rorschach going for a pin. 1. Kick out by Carnage. Forearm to the face of Carnage by Rorschach. And now Rorschach going for the Rorschach test. Yes, that's what it's called now. And going for a cover. 1, 2, and Carnage kicks out after the Rorschach test. Drop kick by Rorschach. Armbar. And a backbreaker to Carnage by Rorschach. And a leg drop. Sorry. And a knee drop. Just all the drops by Rorschach, except for a poop. Headlock. And Carnage with a drop toe hold. Carnage going for cover. 1. Kick out by Rorschach again. Blocked the punch there. And Carnage going for Let There Be Carnage! Nailed it. Dragging him away from the ropes. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and Carnage scores the win with the Let There Be Carnage DDT. And Carnage wins in his freaking debut match, and Rorschach put on a pretty good freaking effort there too in this first match. Freaking, like I said, this was the opening match of the show. And if the rest of the show is like this, and it's going to be freaking epic as hell. Especially considering the fact this is a Night of Champions episode. But the next match, well, you guys will find out here in a second. A big win for Carnage in his debut match. Well, you can say that this match is going to be one hell of a freaking fight, because the two individuals in this match have a lot of freaking ties to freaking hell. Freaking, pardon the pun, because, well, you'll find out here in a second. The freaking first one to come out is freaking the devil himself, freaking Satan. The first time we've seen him since freaking he lost the number one contender match against Sephiroth and freaking, I forget who the hell else it was. Oh yeah, it was Sephiroth and Kratos. Sephiroth on the win because Syndrome had been taken out by somebody. Syndrome's still convinced it was Sephiroth, but and honestly, I think Satan looks better in this 2K14 version than he did in SVR 2010 fourth wall break there. Plus, the entrance is cooler. And as for his opponent, somebody who's freaking been if you read his comics, it's been a royal pain in his ass, because he was supposed to be freaking I think he's supposed to be like the son of Satan and everything in the comics, but freaking, well, I don't know, I can't remember exactly. I just remember that he called him the son of the fallen, which I would assume was the freaking devil. Yeah, but here comes freaking Hellboy, also making his debut show. A lot of debuts are coming on this show, people, because a lot of people that you're not going to see on my main roster show freaking on this roster. And this is my best attempt at making Hellboy, and I know I gave him a boxing glove, but that's as close as I could get to this freaking hand thing that he had in the movies and in the comics, okay? I'm do my best here, freaking. If I could freaking get a legit Hellboy off of freaking this 2K14 series before they were shut down, I'd be using that freaking version. But unfortunately, I'm working with what I got. So if anybody has a problem with it, freaking just leave it in the comments, and I might freaking reply, or I might just delete it. I don't know. Satan wants to freaking build some momentum and possibly get a shot at the World Championship with New Gen. Well, Hellboy just wants to put on a good freaking first impression. And I know I didn't give him his horns or whatever. Freaking, I tried to give him his freaking the horns that he had. Freaking, when he isn't freaking almost transformed and turned into evil and everything. But they don't have that freaking option in this game. So you're just going to have to settle for him without any horns. And let's get this match underway. It's Satan with a go behind. And suplex! And freaking Hellboy, if anything I've seen from the movies that freaking into heard about him from the comics, is he's going to be a tough son of a bitch for the devil to beat. An armbar by Satan. And Hellboy reverses it into his own, into a shoulder tackle. No behind by Hellboy. And Satan reverses it into a belly to belly. Kind of. It picks him up. And headlock. Knee to the midsection. And another one. Go behind by Satan. And whoops him in the corner. And Satan just whips him in the opposite corner for reasons, I guess. Clothesline! Knocking Hellboy down. And Hellboy versus the punch attempt into a DDT after the elbow. And headlock by Hellboy. And neckbreaker. Just stomping on him, which he kind of missed a kick there. Kicked him midsection, punched the face. And a big boot. He tried to hit him, but... And Satan just punches him down. A headlock by Satan again. And picks him up for a backbreaker. Missed the punch there. Headlock by Hellboy again. A takedown. And a leg drop by Satan. And now just stomping on him. An armbar into a go behind. And another suplex by Satan. Now Satan's trying to choke Hellboy out. No way in hell freaking that Hellboy's freaking passing out to this. And Hellboy manages to hold on. Another armbar by Satan. And puts him against the ropes. Whips him to the outside, sort of. Oh god, what's Satan going for? And Satan with a freaking apron DDT! Well, if you wanted to freaking try and bust the dude open, that's one way of doing it. And Hellboy with a jumping clothesline. A shot to the back of Satan, and a kick in midsection. They just run right into each other. Kick in midsection again. Punch the face. And another. Multiple punches by Satan. And Hellboy blocks the punch there. The headlock. And now Satan's back in the ring. Up to count of 6. And Hellboy is running around the ring. But he's back in the ring now. Go behind. And suplex by Hellboy. Collar and elbow tie up. Sean McCarty, where you at? Go behind. Punch the back of the head. More punches by Satan. Hellboy blocked that one. And Satan dodged that one into a DDT. And now just stomping on him again. Hellboy's trying to go for his comeback. Kicked in midsection. Whips him in the corner. Clothesline. And Hellboy picks him up. With snake eyes. And off the ropes. And big boot by Hellboy. And the leg drop. And now Hellboy has Satan for a huge choke slam. Over cover is Hellboy. 1, 2, Satan kicks out. And now Hellboy picks him up for a tombstone pile driver. Nails it. Now dragging him away from the ropes. Hellboy with the cover. 1. Kick out by Satan at 1. Holy shit. And Satan whips him into the ropes. And tilt-a-whirl slam. And now Satan has freaking Hellboy for his own choke slam. Going for a cover and rope break because his hand was literally right there at the ropes. Punch to the face. Another one knocking in the ropes and more punches by Satan. And there's rebounds, multiple shots to the back by Satan. Hellboy. And now Satan freaking going for a Boston Crab. No way in hell the Hellboy's tapping out to this. And freaking Hellboy manages to hold on. Another punch to the face. By Satan. Now Satan's trying to choke him out again. And freaking Hellboy submitted to Satan. Up. Big win by Satan there, freaking. And unfortunate freaking loss with Hellboy, who's trying to make a first impression freaking in his debut. But that's one way to build momentum. We're possibly challenging for the world title, depending on how freaking things go tonight. Big win by Satan there. Freaking. The next match is Kratos taking on Stryker. And Stryker's probably gonna die. And this is Kratos' first singles match in quite some time, I think. I don't remember the last time he had one. And that's the first time usually going to be seeing his 2K14 look, at least my best attempt at making him a 2K14. And honestly, I think I did pretty good. I tried to make him like as close to the games as I could, and like I said, I think I did a pretty good job, all things considered. And he still has the freaking Goldberg entrance, by the way. I think that this Kratos looks more like the freaking, quite a bit like freaking the one in the back in the Magnation. Not as good as that one, because, you know, that one was probably off 2K14 community servers, but, you know, about as good as it's going to get, probably. All things considered. But I think I did a pretty good job with this Kratos. And like I said, freaking ending of the last match, freaking Kratos is taking on Stryker from Mortal Kombat, and Stryker's probably going to die. Because Kratos is determined, and he wants to freaking be the next one in line to challenge for the World Championship. Nothing against Stryker, but this guy gets killed a lot in Mortal Kombat. And then freaking, I remember from the most recent Mortal Kombat games, he was killed in Mortal Kombat 9, and then he was like, had like a brief appearance in like freaking Mortal Kombat 10, and he never showed up again, kind of, I think. I don't remember. But yeah, I feel bad for Stryker, because I don't have a problem with him and everything. But this freaking, you know, try to turn out the Kratos. And the dogs are going crazy again, if you hear that barking in the background. And go behind by Kratos. And Kratos with a, whatever kind of slam that is. And Kratos already going for the freaking Blade of Olympus. And nails the Blade of Olympus. Over cover. One. Kick out by Stryker. And headlock by Kratos. Armbar. Drop kick. And multiple axe handles. Or whatever the hell that was. And tried to get the thrust kick but missed. And the Stryker moved and Stryker freaking whips in the corner. Kick the midsection. And Stryker with an armbar. And Gutbuster. And Stryker kicks and punches. Kratos was dazed there. And Striker off the ropes with a big boot to the face of Kratos. You're just gonna piss him off, Striker, just so you know. Kick out by Kratos, and not even a 1 count. More punches and a kick by Striker. And Russian leg sweep by Kratos. Yep, and now Kratos is pissed again. And Kratos going for another freaking Blade of Olympus. And nails the Blade of Olympus. Going for a cover. 1, 2. Kick, and Striker kicks out again. Punch the face. More punch. Another punch in the face by Kratos. And Striker and freaking Kratos just trade blocks there. A headlock. Elbow to the back of the head. And suplex by Kratos. Just punches the face of Striker by Kratos. Striker's put up more of a fight than I expected. And now Striker's going for his comeback. Multiple running shoulder tackles. He's doing the John Cena thing. Now Striker going to the outside. Why are you tearing apart the announce table, Striker? Oh, great. Now the announce table's been torn apart. Now Striker with a springboard splash and nails it. And Striker with a freaking... I forget what he calls it, but freaking... Now Striker's going for a cover. 1, 2... Kratos kicks out. And Kratos is dazed now. And headlocked by Striker. And whips him to the outside. Now Striker's out there too, and he whiffed the punch there. I don't know what the hell that was about. Striker with a headlock. Whips Kratos in the announce table. And now has him on the table. Oh god, freaking... Seriously, Striker, we're really doing this freaking table spot shit? And Striker with a freaking elbow drop to Kratos on the table. And now Striker is just posing. Thanks, Striker, for destroying the announce table, buddy. And now Kratos is back up and Striker moved out of the way of the punch. And neck breaker. Striker with a skull-crushing finale on the floor. And a DDT to Kratos on the floor. And now Striker's running around outside and he's back in the ring. Up to a count of 6. It's the ref. 7. And Kratos is out on the floor. Now Kratos is back up. And now he's back in the ring. Headlock by Kratos. And now Kratos is... Now he's just freaking really pissed off and he's going for a third Blade of Olympus. Over cover. 1, 2... And Striker kicks out again. Holy sh... And Kratos whips Striker in the corner. A knee to the face. And whatever the hell this is. I don't know what the hell that was, but... Oh god, now watch freaking Kratos has him up and just freaking spine busters him. And now dragging him from the ropes. Go for cover. 1, 2, and Kratos gets the win! Freaking Kratos. I honestly thought he was going to freaking destroy Striker, but Striker surprised me. But freaking Kratos builds more momentum, hopefully getting a world title shot. And Striker freaking, like I said, he surprised me there. Now the next match is a women's match and features the debut of 2 new additions to the women's roster on the show. Not to say if you're an anime fan, you figure probably going to like one of them. And if you, for whatever reason, like Captain Marvel, well, spoiler, she's in the match too. So this is the first women's match of the show on this Night of Champions episode. And it features 2 new debuts for the women's division of New Gen. One of which is coming out right now, which is Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And she's wearing her freaking... Well, one of the many outfits that she had. If I remember correctly, this is the Scarlet Heart one. At least my best attempt at making it, because freaking trying to make some of the outfits that she had in freaking that anime freaking was a pain in the rear end. I tried to make her base one, but freaking, you know how that turns out. But this is Urza's debut match, and she's taking on freaking Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers, from freaking, you know, the Avengers and the Marvel movies and all that shit. And don't ask me why I gave her Triple H's entrance. I just did. And I need to fix that so that she actually has a water bottle. Fourth wall break. And there's Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel. At least my best attempt at making her. And yes, I'm aware she kind of looks like a freaking agenda bent freaking Homelander, but like I said, this is my best attempt at making Captain Marvel. At least based off of freaking when I looked at a picture of her up and freaking I tried to base it off of freaking kind of like how she looks in the movies, but also how a comic book character look. And these two girls will looking to make a good first impression, because someday down the line they might get a shot at freaking She-Hulk or whoever the women's champion is at the time. Whenever they get an opportunity. Let's get this thing going. And Urza freaking already starting off with a freaking headlock and a punch to the face. And Urza with a freaking Hurricane Rana to Captain Marvel. And go behind. Headlock. Elbow to the face by Urza. And Danvers with a freaking leg sweep. Con elbow tie. Sean McCarty's happy somewhere. A headlock by Urza. Or Ezra, one of the two. I can't freaking remember how it's pronounced. And Danvers with a shot to the back of the head. And flips over. And Ezra with an armbar. An arm drag by Captain Marvel. A headlock. And backbreaker. And elbow drop by Danvers. Go behind. And Russian leg sweep. This is stomp by Captain Marvel, and now picks her up. Punch to the face. And another one. There's more punches, and she gets dumped to the outside. And also the announce table got fixed in between matches, by the way. Another shot by Captain Marvel. Another one by Urza. And headlock. Just whips into the stairs and into the corner by where the ring bell is. And a drop kick to the back. Punch to the face. Kick to the midsection. And kick to the midsection by Urza. Another more punches to the face. And Urza blocked the kick then gets shoved off. An STO takedown by freaking Captain Marvel. An elbow drop. Ladies, you know the ref's up to a count of 5, right? Okay, there we go. Danvers knew that. Freaking kept to count of 6 now. Now they're both back in the ring. Go behind by Ezra. Arm drag, kind of. Armbar. And multiple kicks to the head. And block the punches Danvers. Another headlock. Ezra whips in the corner. Drop kick in the corner, which she moved out of the way apparently. And suplex freaking just slams her down. Springboard by Danvers, which she missed. And elbow drop to the back. And we can block the chop there and just barely got her with that clothesline. Lifts her up by her leg and just slams her knee down on her thing. Chop across the chest. And Danvers with a belly to belly. Going for a cover. 1. Kick out by Ezra. Oh god. Oh, Danvers goes with a freaking spine buster. Going for a cover. 1, 2, and Ezra kicks out. Now she's going for a full Nelson. Is Ezra going to tap? She going to tap out? Come on, Ezra. And she manages to power out of it, thankfully. Headlock by Ezra. Punch the face again. Whips in the corner. And hoists her up. And into a suplex. Just stomps on her. Blocked the punch as Danvers punches in the face. And more punch to the face in one of the midsection. Blocked the chop there. A neck breaker by Ezra. And a jumping elbow drop. Blocked the kick there. Another leg sweep by Danvers. An elbow drop, which he barely got. Now Ezra's trying to go for a comeback. Punch to the face. Punch to the face. Whips her. Oh, no, she gets reversed in. Whips into the ropes. And knee face buster, whatever the fuck it is. Enziguri. Now Danvers trying to go for her comeback. Another headlock. Clothesline. Whatever the hell that was. Go for cover. 1, 2. Ezra kicks out. Or is there one of the two? Freaking feel free to correct me in the comment section on this video, guys. Or whoever watches Fairy Tale watches this. Ezra has her up on the corner for a freaking super freaking arcade, freaking, I don't know, freaking super stunner of whatever the hell that was. And Ezra with a springboard! Nailed it. Urza, freaking one of the two. Kick the midsection. And Urza going for the Fairy Tale driver. Nails it! Go for cover. 1, 2. And Urza wins with a freaking Fairy Tale driver. Freaking Urza freaking put, and Captain Marvel put on probably one of the best women's matches I've seen on this freaking show. And or the main roster. And freaking Urza making a huge freaking statement in her debut. And pulling off an impressive victory too at the same time. And one thing, whoever the women's champion after the women's championship match later on in the show is, they better freaking keep an eye on Urza, because she's putting everybody on notice after this match. She's freaking probably confident in herself and that she can be the next women's champion. And I freaking would not doubt it at all. And I would not be surprised if she would freaking never be freaking the next one to become champion and everything. And she'll probably freaking be a pretty good one too. The next match is freaking, I believe it's the first freaking championship match. I believe it's the United States Championship match. Either way. But yes. And this is the first championship match of the night, where MVP will be defending his United States Championship against Sheldon Benjamin. And if you have seen the last couple of episodes, where Sheldon made it known he was coming for the US Championship, and he even tried to help Stryker beat freaking MVP's freaking first match, well, second match, but first match after he won the championship. Well, you seen how that worked out and everything, but still. Freaking MVP and Sheldon have had a freaking long, storied freaking rivalry. And now that freaking, after everything that's happened, after MVP Sheldon jumped freaking MVP in the back at one point. And also freaking, if anybody complains about freaking how MVP's hair looks, freaking, I'll freaking change it after I get done recording this match, fourth wall break. So I just realized how weird it looks too. Anyways, freaking Sheldon jumped MVP in the back, and that's pretty much what led into this freaking match. Because Sheldon is so determined to win the US Championship from MVP that he literally was willing to freaking beat the crap out of him in the back while he was being interviewed. And I get why Sheldon did it, but at the same time, it's not cool, dude. And here comes the gold standard himself, Sheldon freaking Benjamin. Former Intercontinental Champion. I believe he was he's a former Tag Team Champion with Charlie Haas. And I believe he's held the US Championship in real life. I can't remember. But I know he's freaking held a lot of championships in his career. And now, just like MVP, he's here and he's challenging MVP for the US Championship of New Gen. And this match, knowing these two's freaking body of work, is going to be freaking insane. And freaking, also in the next, just making it known now, in the next episode of New Gen, there'll be a number one contenders match. We'll crown the next freaking contender for whoever wins this match, and whoever wins that number one contenders match will be the next one to challenge for the US Championship. And when people watching this believe that I freaking unintentionally freaking made the US Championship this way, like, it wasn't originally intended, but honestly I like the design of this one. Freaking it makes it stand out, shows that it's a different championship compared to the one on the main roster. But I can't wait to freaking see what happens between these two freaking rivals, especially after everything that's been going on in the last couple of episodes. And let's get this championship match underway. And MVP starting off with a headlock. Whips Sheldon in the corner. Boot to the face already. And I just noticed freaking MVP's freaking boots are purple. I need to change that too. Drop kick or spinning heel kick, 1 or 2 by Sheldon. Go behind. And Sheldon lifts MVP up and slams him back down. And Sheldon whips MVP in the corner. And missed the punch there. Huge splash in the corner by Sheldon. Springboard by Sheldon. Nailed it. And standing backflip. Holy crap, Sheldon's going crazy right now. And Sheldon with an armbar. And he whips MVP in the corner. And he whips him in the opposite corner for reasons, I guess. Another splash in the corner to MVP. MVP dodges the kick there. And Sheldon with a German suplex to MVP. Jesus Christ. And MVP with a headlock. And punches him down. MVP whips him in the corner. Sorry. And half suplex. And stomps on him. And Colin elbow top. Sean McCarty is happy somewhere. And go behind by MVP. And suplex. What the heck was that? And freaking leg lariat by Sheldon Benjamin. Another German suplex by Sheldon Benjamin to MVP. And not just stomping on him. And MVP punches him off. And headlock by MVP. Elbow to the face. And punches him down. And not just stomped on him there. Another armbar by MVP. And drop toe hold. And elbow drop to the back. And Sheldon blocked the punch there. And a headlock. And MVP whips him into the ropes. And another half and half suplex by MVP. And another elbow drop by MVP. A headlock. Sheldon gets out of it into a drop toe hold. Those purple boots clash with MVP's attire so freaking hard. And now Sheldon freaking doing whatever the hell that was. And freaking suplex slam by freaking Sheldon. I don't know what the hell that was, but 1, 2. I do remember that Sheldon was a freaking high school, college wrestler before he got into pro wrestling. I know that. And MVP almost dumps him to the outside. And MVP just bails him back into the ring. I'm guessing that slam that Sheldon did before is going back to his roots at freaking collegiate wrestling, whatever the hell it's called. Kicked in the midsection by Sheldon. And Sheldon sets MVP against the ropes. And whips him to the outside. Oh god, what's Sheldon doing? And Sheldon with an DDT to MVP on the apron. You do realize if he gets counted out, you lose, right, Sheldon? Well, you lose a title, you don't lose a match, but still. I'm just saying. Whips him back in the ring. Elbow to the face. Now Sheldon's back in the ring. Springboard elbow drop by Sheldon, which he misses. More punches to the face and a drop kick by Sheldon Benjamin. And standing backflip. What the frig kind of... I don't know what that was by Sheldon Benjamin. And now Sheldon's going for a submission and nails a punch to the head of MVP. And a jumping knee drop, I guess. Whatever the hell that was. And super kick by Sheldon Benjamin. Now Sheldon's going for cover. 1, 2, and Sheldon Benjamin's the new United States champion of New Gen. And we didn't even get to see freaking pay dirt. Freaking kind of disappointed in that, but still freaking. And Sheldon Benjamin wins the United States Championship and fulfills the promise that he made in like the first or second episode, I believe. He said he was going to win this championship one of these days. And freaking he kept his promise there. And a pretty good match against MVP. It sucks for MVP because he freaking waited for so long to finally be able to hold this championship. Freaking if you know that whole backstory and everything. Even if it's the New Gen version, but still. And now MVP has to freaking deal with the fact that he's lost the championship in his first defense. But congrats to Sheldon Benjamin. And the next match, which is coming up after this one, is the freaking New Gen Women's Championship match between She-Hulk and like 3 other opponents, I believe. I can't remember exactly. But that match is coming up next. And this is the triple threat New Gen Women's Championship match, where the champion She-Hulk is defending her championship against freaking Elsa and Ruby Rose. Elsa had already challenged She-Hulk, which she had accepted, I guess, even though she went on to lose to Ruby in the match that they had in the last episode. And Ruby, like I said, defeated Elsa in that match, so Ruby was added to this match. So instead of having to defend the championship against one person, freaking She-Hulk has to defend the championship against 2. I would hate to be She-Hulk right now. Especially considering how determined Elsa is, and how freaking confident Ruby is right now. And all 3 of these women really want to become the champion. And here comes freaking Elsa from Frozen. Well, at least my best attempt to make her in 2K14. I gave her a new look tried to make her look like how she did in the freaking movie. And I am aware that she was a blonde in the movie. Freaking, I forgot about that. I thought she had, at least I thought she was a blonde. She's either blonde or she had the white hair, one of the two. Either way, Elsa wanted to freaking challenge She-Hulk, and she ended up getting stuck with this match. And here comes the girl that beat Elsa the last time they faced each other. Freaking Ruby Mother Effin' Rose. Leader of her team, conveniently named after the show that she's from. Well, the show's named after the group or something like that, I don't know, freaking. And she's also the leader, even though she's like the youngest one in the group. Either way, Ruby's confident that she's going to be the one walking out the title after this match. And so is Elsa and She-Hulk. One of these 3 is walking out either way. And there's the Women's Championship of New Gen. I know for a fact that these 3 girls are no slouches. That's for freaking sure. If these 3 have proven anything in the matches that they've had with other people and each other. Let's get this match underway. And also with an arm drag to She-Hulk. A shot to the back of the head of Elsa by Ruby, and Elsa whoops She-Hulk into the corner. Clothesline by Elsa. Springboard by Elsa, which she nails She-Hulk with. And they're both just ganging up on She-Hulk, and headlock by Elsa and Ruby. And clothesline attempt by Ruby dodged it. Elbow to She-Hulk, and the chin breaker. Now they're just stomping on She-Hulk. And go behind by Elsa. And a bulldog by Elsa. A headlock again. And Ruby just runs right into that man again. A headlock by She-Hulk. A double team move by Ruby and She-Hulk. DDT to Elsa. Drop kick by Ruby. Another double team move now. And another double team DDT to Elsa by Ruby and She-Hulk. And She-Hulk whoops Ruby into the corner. Oh, nobody in the ropes. Just lets her run right past her. And just right into both of them. And now She-Hulk and Ruby are ganging up on Elsa again. And Ruby with just multiple chops to Elsa's chest. And now they're double teaming her again with a suplex this time. Ruby just stomps on Elsa and a shot to the back. She-Hulk was trying to drag her from the ropes, but Ruby broke it up. And a forearm by Elsa, which kind of got both of them. Armbar by She-Hulk. And now She-Hulk and Elsa are double teaming Ruby. With a double gut buster. Headlock by She-Hulk. Kick the midsection by both. And double DDT to Ruby. Springboard by Elsa, which she nails She-Hulk with again. And as Ruby missing with a freaking senton there. And Ruby with a shot to the back of Elsa. Another punch to the back. Elsa blocked that punch. And headlock. And what the frig is Elsa freaking just yanking Ruby by her hair or something, I don't know. And Ruby whips Elsa into the corner. Clothesline by Ruby. And She-Hulk just slams Ruby down on the mat. Elsa's just watching. And she's just rubbing her face against the ring. And an elbow drop to the back of the head. And now Elsa and Ruby are ganging up on She-Hulk. Now Ruby chops the She-Hulk's chest. She-Hulk missed a kick there, but she blocked that one that Ruby tried to go for. An elbow drop by She-Hulk. And I don't know what the hell that was, but Elsa just flips She-Hulk over. Elsa with another springboard, which she actually nails. And Ruby with a springboard, which she nails Elsa with. Just springboards for days, and a knee to the back of Elsa. And Hurricane Rana by Ruby. So in fact, Ruby can turn this off into a cloud of petals that just flies all over the place. Freaking not surprising that Ruby would have a speed advantage over these two. She'd just be flying all over the place, man. And Ruby missed with a drop kick there. And She-Hulk has Ruby and just freaking with a... I don't know what the hell that was, but freaking... But She-Hulk going for a pin, but freaking Elsa tries to break it up, but Ruby kicked out. And now She-Hulk with a face bust with a... I don't know. I forget what that was called too, but She-Hulk going for a pin again and 2 count. Elsa broke it up. Headlock again by She-Hulk. And now a double freaking DDT again to Ruby. And She-Hulk whips Elsa in the corner. Boot to the face of Elsa by She-Hulk. And now She-Hulk with a springboard, which she misses. And now Ruby with a knee to the face of freaking Elsa. And She-Hulk freaking elbow drops Elsa there, freaking after Ruby was dragging away from the ropes. And springboard by Ruby, and springboard by She-Hulk, which she nails Ruby with. And Elsa just kept right back up there, trying to go for a comeback. Elsa with freaking headlock, and now she's going for a comeback with a drop kick and jumping clothesline by Elsa. And a kick to the back of the head of She-Hulk. And go for cover 1, and Ruby breaks up with a front flip. Oh, good job, Ruby. I don't know what the hell that was, but watch out, ref. These freaking girls are going crazy in this match, man. And double DDT to Elsa. Punch Ruby off, says Elsa. And a headlock. Elbow to the face. And another double team move by these two. Now She-Hulk's the one chopping Elsa across the chest. A knee to the back. She-Hulk with an uppercut. And freaking whatever hell kind of suplex that was to Ruby by She-Hulk. And Ruby nails a clothesline to She-Hulk. And another one going for her comeback. And a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Ruby. And Hurricane Rana. And Ruby with another Hurricane Rana to She-Hulk. And Ruby with another springboard, which she nails. Elsa, if you really should focus on the match. And faking it. Sling Blade by Ruby there. I had to think of the name of the move for a second. Now She-Hulk and Elsa with double team DDT to Ruby again. And She-Hulk with another springboard, which she nails. And also just a slap to both of them. And She-Hulk went elbow to Ruby. And now Ruby's dazed. And now She-Hulk freaking tossing Elsa around. And now She-Hulk going for a cover. One. And Ruby breaks it up with a front flip again. Uppercut, which barely got Elsa there. And now Elsa and Ruby going for a double gutbuster. Now Elsa trying to go for a cover, which Ruby breaks up immediately. Kicked in the midsection, and then Elsa has She-Hulk in an armbar. And now just more chops to She-Hulk by Elsa, while Ruby holds her again. Knee to the back of She-Hulk there. Another kick to the back of the head of freaking Ruby. Elsa going for a cover. 1, 2, and She-Hulk breaks it up. And now Elsa with a Luther's press, just punching the crap out of Ruby. And Elsa with a springboard, which she misses, and She-Hulk with a springboard, which she also misses. And knee to the back of Elsa by Ruby. And Elsa punches Ruby off of her. And weird suplex DDT there by Elsa. Going for a cover. 1. She-Hulk breaks it up again. And freaking an arm drag or whatever that was by Elsa. She-Hulk. Going for a cover again. 1. And Ruby breaks it up again. Drop kick by Elsa. And She-Hulk will let go behind her, punch to the back. Ruby rips her in the corner. Clothesline of She-Hulk by Ruby. And Hurricane Rana by Ruby there. Arm drag by Ruby there to Elsa. Punch to the face. And a kick in the midsection. And 2 kicks to the midsection of Ruby on both sides by Elsa. And an arm drag. And Elsa with another springboard, which she nails on Ruby. And She-Hulk with a springboard, which she also kind of nailed, which also missed at the same time. And another kick to the back of the head of freaking Ruby by Elsa. She-Hulk's literally right there so Elsa can't drag Ruby from the ropes in a rope break. And DDT by Elsa. And She-Hulk going for a cover, which Elsa breaks up with an elbow drop, sorry. And drop kick by Elsa, which just barely got She-Hulk, but apparently knocked her out. And now Ruby going for a submission on Elsa. And Ruby wins the freaking New Gen Championship. Women's Championship, I mean. But freaking Ruby wins freaking with a submission and after a freaking crazy springboard riddled match. Like, holy shiznits. That match was freaking awesome as heck. And you know She-Hulk's going to be owed a rematch. And she's probably going to be wanted the freaking next opportunity. But freaking huge win. Freaking congrats to Ruby Rose for winning the New Gen Women's Championship. And you know Elsa's going to be pissed about this. But our main event, next upcoming match, is the World Championship match. Where Cassian is defending his championship. I forget who it was against. Freaking honestly. But the World Championship is the next match in the main event. So I kind of botched it when I freaking was mentioned about what the next match was at the end of the women's match that just happened. Freaking the next match is actually the tag team championship match where Redneck's FTW are putting the championships on line against the Street Fighters, Ken and Ryu. Just like what happened the last time these two had to share a ring together. Freaking what happened with Zeke. Yeah. Also, I think freaking title just glitched out there on Zeke, but because it disappeared for like a second. But I don't know, freaking weird camera angle and everything. But now Ryu and Ken are getting a tag team title match, and they were able to beat freaking the current New Gen freaking tag team champions, even though it was freaking kind of freaking stupid how it happened and everything. And freaking like these guys have mentioned in the past, they're not gonna let that happen again. At least a mistake like that again. Also, forget to mention there it's R-Truth that's facing Cassian in the main event tonight. But yeah, that's what happens when I don't have a freaking paper with me, freaking, so I can remember what the freaking matches are on these shows, people. Freaking, I tend to forget stuff. And I have so much shit that freaking fourth wall break. I have so much shit freaking night planned to freaking that I'm gonna have to record in the coming weeks. It's freaking retarded. And it's freaking ridiculous how much shit I'm gonna be recording here soon. And I'm gonna be starting a new job soon. Freaking crazy. By the time this goes freaking this whole freaking video and everything goes public and everything, I'll probably be working at the aforementioned job. Freaking, that's why I'm trying to record as much shit as I can ahead of time so I can get all this shit freaking scheduled and uploaded and everything and all that crap. Because I'm probably not gonna have any time to do this crap once I start the new job. But yeah. And there's the freaking New Gen Tag Team Championships. And these are the two teams that are facing each other. Ken Masters and Ryu from Street Fighter taking on Redneck's FTW. And hopefully Zeke doesn't freaking have another freaking concussion again like he did last time. Now let's get this tag team match underway. Punch face of Ryu by freaking Jay. And freaking side slam there by Ryu. Not even a 1 count. Ryu with a go behind. Whips him in the corner. Clothesline, knocking Jay down. And Jay dodges it. Then with a shoulder tackle. Springboard by Jay! Holy sh... An elbow drop, which you kind of missed. Headbutt by Ryu. Whips Ryu into the ropes. And just ran right into him. Collar elbow tie up. Sean McCarty's happy somewhere. Go behind by Jay. And hoists him up. And slams him down. And Ken trying to get involved. And Jay with a punch to the face. And Ken holding on to Jay. And Ryu with a headbutt to Jay. And it missed the headbutt there, Ryu. More punches by Jay. And a headlock. Elbow to the face. And whips him in the ropes. Sorry. Back body drop. And Jay with a suplex to Ryu. Elbow drop by Redneck Jay. And Jay with a DDT to Ryu. Another elbow drop by Jay. You know Ken probably wants to get in this match. And Ryu blocks punch in, responds with one of his own and misses a punch too. Another collar elbow tie-up. And headlock. And a discus clothesline by Jay, taking Ryu's head off. And kind of got the elbow drop there. And missed that one. And Jay whips in the corner and tags in his brother Zeke. And off the ropes. Drop toe hold and magnation elbow. An elbow drop. Another elbow drop. Probably hurt worse considering the fact this is a big dude doing that. And Ryu blocks a punch there. And a headlock. Elbow to the face. Go behind by Ryu. And headlock. And Zeke with a Russian leg sweep reversal. An elbow drop. Kick and multiple punches, but Ryu blocks that one. And Zeke blocked the punch and nails him that time. And a DDT by Zeke. And what the... One of these spin kicks by Zeke to Ryu. And Jay running across the ring and taking out Ken. And Ryu's trying to go for his comeback. And Ryu whips Zeke into the corner. And Zeke tried to reverse it, but flipped by Ryu. Dodge the clothesline. And Ryu with a running clothesline and Zeke. And Ryu tosses Zeke across the ring. And now Ryu going for a cover. 1, 2, and Zeke kicks out. Punch the face. Ryu Jay just misses the clothesline there. Why didn't you tag in Ken, Jay? I mean Ryu, but freaking, I don't know what the hell just happened there, but all kinds of freaking botches just happened there. And Ryu has Jay on top of the rope. And Ryu with a superplex on the top rope to Jay. Whips him in the corner again. Attacks in Ken finally. And off the ropes. Double elbows to Jay. Now Ken setting Jay up. He has him up on his shoulders for the freak and nails him with a double gut buster. Gut buster. I go for cover. 1, 2, and Jay kicks out. Headlock by Ken. And suplex to Jay. And now Ken with some more punches, and Jay blocks a punch and nails him with one. And Jay with a suplex to Ken, which he nails. Running shoulder tackle by Jay. And another one. Nails whatever that freaking thing. And stunner by freaking Jay. And Jay going for cover. 1. Not even 1 count. And Jay just body slams Ken. Close on it, which Ken dodged. Northern Light suplex by Ken. Going for cover, which Zeke breaks up. Or I tried to go for a pin there anyways, I mean. And Jay blocks that punch. And now Jay has Ken up. He tried to go for a powerbomb, but Ken reversed it. And now Ken running to the top rope. And Jay freaking just cuts him off and bails him across the ring. And I go for a cover. 1, 2, and Ken kicks out. And Jay tags in Zeke. And it just freaking back slapped. Tagged himself in it, even though he just literally tagged in Zeke, and he just tosses Ryu back in the ring. Punch in the midsection by Ryu. And Jay's distracted. And Ken's still a legal man. And Ken with another double knee gutbuster. Go for cover. 1. And Zeke breaks it up. And Zeke now whips Ken in the corner. And now Jay has Ken on the top rope. And Ken kicks him off. And Ken with an axe handle to Jay. And power slam or body slam, one of the two by Ken. An elbow to the face of Jay. And Ken nails a neck breaker to Jay that time. What are you doing, Ken? And Ken's tearing apart the announce table for reasons, I guess. Taking controller. And now Ken's back in the ring. And Jay tags in Zeke. And Ken goes back to the outside, and now he's back in the ring again. Kick the midsection by Ken. And now multiple punches by Zeke. And a headlock. An elbow to Zeke by Ken. And the cat's making weird noises again. And Ryu takes out Jay. And Ken with another double knee gut buster to Zeke. And Ken going for cover. 1, 2. And Zeke kicks out. And Zeke blocks a kick there and leg sweep. Now Ken's back up, trying to go for his comeback. Zeke with an armbar. And shot to the arm. And go behind. Whatever the hell that is. Now Zeke's going for a cover. 1. Kick out by Ken. And headlock again by Zeke. And just a chop, punch to the head or a chop, 1 or 2. Another armbar. Another shot to the arm. Now Jay wants a hot tag from his brother, tags him in, and he misses the hot tag. And headlock by Ken. And Ken just body slams Jay. Now Ken's trying to go for a submission, and Zeke breaks it up. Now Zeke with a go behind on Ken. And now both the Rednecks are going for a double team move, and they're just ganging up on Ken now. Zeke, you need to get out of the ring, dude. An armbar by Jay and a big boot to Ken. Don't by cover. 1, 2, and Rio breaks it up. And spine buster by Jay. And kind of got the elbow drop there too. And just slams his arm against the ring. Most useless move in wrestling. And Zeke is hyped, and now he's tagged in. Now Zeke's trying to go for a cover. 1, 2, and Ryu breaks it up again. And kicked the midsection of Ken by Zeke. And this is ran right into each other. And Ken, multiple shots to Zeke. And a knee to the midsection of Ken by Zeke. And Zeke tried to go for a suplex, but Ken reversed it into one of his own. And Ken with an elbow drop to Zeke. And Zeke's back up. They just run into each other again. And now Ryu wants a hot tag, and now Ryu's tagged in. Nailed Zeke that time. And he nails Jay! Holy crap, somebody actually didn't fuck up the hot tag. Forearms. And a clothesline again by Zeke. And whips Ryu into the corner. And a huge splash. And a crossbody by Zeke, or a spear, one of the two. Going for a cover is Zeke. 1, 2, and Ken breaks it up. And headlock by Zeke. And huge spin kick by Zeke. 1, 2, and the Rednecks freaking retain their tag team titles. And this is why Rednecks FTW were the first freaking main roster tag team champions. These guys are no slouches, and they are tough sons of bitches to beat. Now it's just a question, who's going to challenge the freaking Rednecks for their tag team titles now? Who the heck knows? I know one thing, the Street Fighters put up one hell of a fight. And they fought their hardest to freaking try and beat these guys, but at the end of the day, Rednecks FTW was just too freaking tough. And now for reals, the main event is freaking R-Truth taking on Cassie and Cinders for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I cannot wait to see how this freaking goes. And this is the main event of this episode of New Gen Wrestling. The freaking World Heavyweight Championship match between R-Truth and the current World Champion, Cassian Cinders. And considering the fact that there's also the whole thing going on with Syndrome and freaking Sephiroth and freaking Doomfist, freaking for whatever reason that's all about, who knows what's going to happen. Now here comes the World Champion, Cassian, and his freaking Edge entrance. And cue the pyro. Wow, that was quick. I thought Edge's pyro was usually bigger than that. I don't know. But this was the freaking match that Cassian agreed to, and because he was giving R-Truth the opportunity, since, like a lot of people, he believes that R-Truth deserves his opportunity. And I do too. And that's why we're having this match. And this is probably the biggest match of R-Truth's career. Just since considering the fact that at the time of this recording, R-Truth just came back recently at Survivor Series. Now granted, when I upload this whole freaking video together, when whole thing's edited and everything, it'll be in January, but you know. And here comes R-Truth, the former NWA champion. Three-time NWA World Champion back in the day, and former Tag Champion, two-time US Champion, I believe, and somebody who really should have gotten a bigger push than what he has gotten in WWE. which is why he's here. And R-Truth is, as you can tell, is freaking shocked that he's here and he's in this freaking main event match. And I do not blame him, because this is probably the biggest opportunity he's ever had in his career in a long freaking time. And there's the challenger, R-Truth. And the 360 is still freaking making annoying ass noises. And there's the current World Heavyweight Champion, Cassian. Who, Fourth Wall Break was originally supposed to be a heel, but he unintentionally turned into a babyface. Especially considering he's like my freaking show's version of Edge. Kind of. And there's that weird title glitch again. And I've been looking forward to this match the entire freaking show. And I know there's probably going to be people who have been looking forward to it as well. And let's get this match underway. And R-Truth with a headlock to Cassian. And a spinning kick by freaking R-Truth. Holy. Headlock by R-Truth. Arm drag. Drop kick, which he missed. Clothesline by Cassian. And missed a spinning heel kick of his own. Good job, Cassian. What the hell kind of STO was that, Truth? The headlock by Truth. And Cassian reverses it and stomps on him. Another headlock there. He picks him up. And Cassian with the freaking F5 to freaking R-Truth. They're dragging him from the ropes. Goes for a cover. 1, 2. And Cassian wins with a freaking F5. I did not see that coming. But freaking Cassian makes quick work of R-Truth. And freaking just wins a match with just single F5. I am genuinely freaking amazed. And if you guys like this video, leave a like, comment, all that stuff. And I'll see yous in the next one. Peace! This Doomfist and this Sephiroth and Carnage apparently with these guys too. Doomfist took Syndrome out earlier, and they're all staying down at freaking Cassian. What the hell does this mean?